Hey students, we are here today talking about your invasive species Twitter page. If you don't know how to get to this, make sure you're in Canvas, you open up your assignment, click on the link, and it'll force you to make a copy and you will get here. Now this is really hard to see, it's super tiny, so unless you've got incredible vision, you're going to need to go over here to the zoom. Let's focus in on that. Here we are. So this zoom right here, you're going to be zooming in and out a lot. Let's go in 100% and you can see you can see a little bit more of what's going on. We're going to go in a little more here and make sure you use your two-fingered swipe if you're working on a Chromebook. And I'm going to start in the top left-hand corner and then work my way over and down. Now you need to first pick a plant that is going to be your invasive. Well, I guess it doesn't have to be a plant. You need to pick your organism that will be in your invasive species. Then you need to make sure you're answering the 5 main questions about your species. So I'm going to take you over to the link, the Washington Invasive Species Council, and let's go back to the main page here. So this is the link that is in your assignment. It takes you into the invasive species, Washington priority species. So some of these species are already in our state and causing a major problem. Others are causing problems in nearby, and it is concerning experts, scientists and experts, that they might be soon in our state. So I will choose one. You will not do the same one as me. You need to choose a different one. So I'm going to try to choose something that you guys might think is boring. Because there's things like the Asian giant hornet and the African clawed frog and butterfly bush, and those tend to be a little bit popular. So I'll go down here to starry stonewort, clicking on that, letting that load, and with starry stonewort, you're going to notice some main questions here, and those are the questions that are in your Canvas assignment, and that's what's going to be answered. On your Twitter page, you're going to present this information in some way. What is it? Is it here yet? Why should I care? How can we stop it? And what are its characteristics? Okay, so answering those questions in your Twitter page. Now it's great, you can read it. You're not going to be able to just copy word for word and drop it right in your Twitter page. You do need to use your own words and put it in your own perspective. And it's really enjoyable for us teachers when you use humor, play on words, and characters. It's pretty fun. So, how to do that? First thing, I will show you how to drop an image, insert an image, and a text box. So those are two key things. Now there's a possibility that you won't find the image that you need right away because you can search the web. So if I search the web for starry stonewort, I actually get a picture. Now you won't always get a picture, so you're going to need to compare your plant picture to the actual plant pictures you have in the Washington Invasive Species Council links. Now visually compare those pictures and make sure it's the same plant because it isn't always. Google search does not always show up the proper plant. So once you've clicked on that, you see it dropped it right on my page here, but it's gigantic. I need it a lot smaller. So I am going to make this as quickly as possible. I could zoom out and do that really fast. Feeling lazy at the moment and feeling like this is less work. We'll see if that's actually true. Now I'm going to make this small. I'm going to drop it in here. Now you could make it perfect and round the corners, make everything beautiful if you really wanted to. See how this box is highlighted when I click on it? Okay, now I'm going to hit Control C, and that makes me copy it. If I can hit Control V, I've just made a copy of my image. And now I can drop that there, make it a little smaller, and if this is the profile picture for starry stonewort. Okay, I'm going to keep going around and I'm going to fill in that box because that's me. I'm going to fill in this box up here. That's me. I'm being followed by some friends. So maybe I'm being followed by plants that I'm invading their ecosystem. Maybe I'm being followed by other invasive plants that we, evilly are taking over. Who knows? So you decide. I could also put a background image here, right there. I'll show you if your Google image search doesn't work and you need to find an image. We have all these great photographs from our website and from the brochure link that shows up. So I got that brochure link from Outreach Materials Fact Sheet right there. So that's this, some great pictures there. Now, if I wanted one of these great pictures, I'm going to hit Control, Shift, and then that screen button, the multi-screen button that gives you a bunch of little screens, and that's going to allow me a snipping cursor to arrive. I can copy that. I'm going to click Copy to Clipboard, come over here, and now I can just drop that right on my file. I'm going to right click and paste. We'll see what happens. Ah, it worked. Yay. Okay, so there's my image. And maybe I want to put that in my background. Like, there's another beautiful picture of me, Starry Stonewort. And if I really wanted to make it look fancy, I could click on this one here, right click, and that allows me to select the order and bring that one to the front. And bam, I have a background picture. Oh, look at me, so fancy. Okay, up here to text box. This at means I have a Twitter handle. That's where you're going to put the name of your organism. And my cursor, if I start typing Starry Stonewort, is huge. So I instead am going to make that a lot smaller until, that works. Okay, so now I need to line up my words with my at. There we go. Go aiming for perfection. I'm messing things up. There we go. Okay, that works. Okay, so now I've got some pictures. I'm going to fill that picture in a lot of other places, but now I need to start making some claims. What am I saying? Because I need some facts about my plant. What is it? Is it here yet? Why should I care? How can we stop it? What are its characteristics? So I need to start describing myself, and I'm going to take you over to where I started doing that over here, because I'm doing a little bit here. Now what I did, let's see if I can zoom out a little bit so you can see it a bit better here. What I did is I made a new text box. So I just grabbed here, drop it in, and start typing whatever I'd like to do. Okay, and that's not how you spell that. So whatever I'm typing, I just need to make myself a text box. Now I'm clearly answering one of these questions here. This, what is it? And I can, over here, I went to trends and I wrote some things about my trends. Very competitive, living densely, changing sediment chemistry, smothering spawning grounds. I hate boating, swimming, and water recreation. What am I answering there? Say it's probably, why are we concerned? Why should I care? There we go. So what am I doing as a starry stonewort that's causing problems? Now I have more answers. Am I in Washington yet? This one is a good one. No, but I'm waiting for a boater to forget to wash their boat and bring me to a waterway near you. Okay, so you too can teach us about your invasive species using this Twitter page. And I encourage you to add features that cause some interactions, some humor, teach us a little bit about your invasive species and how it's impacting our ecosystems here in Washington State. I look forward to seeing what you guys do. Thanks.